Hi guys. Hey, another thing that you got to be worried about is the massive sell-offs and dramatic drops. Half the time, they're going to be coordinated with other institutional buyers. They're probably got backdoor gentleman deals with, some of the bigger hedge funds. Hey, listen, can you cut us loose around this price? Can you leave at this price? And they all drop at this one time, and the price plummets down. That's coordinated effort. That's illegal. They're going to do it anyway because it's just the way they are. Coordinated drop-offs, massive sell-offs are there to freak you out and to have you catch that falling knife. Don't fall for it. It's one of these things where it's like you have to completely disconnect yourself from what you see on the market because it's there. Just the data is there to freak you out. I'm a firmly believer in that. It's like it's there just to mess with your head. Oh my God, I got to get out now before I lose everything. No, the stock's gonna go back up. We own the float so many times over. Those little things, these are little things, but they're amplified because we're all at that heightened state of awareness. That's why it's so dramatic. That's why you get the fear of, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You're gonna make out with a ton of money. It's gonna go back up, more importantly. That's what you get saying within like a day. And I think we've all seen this. They shorted us, big fucking whoop. And then what happens the very next day? It goes right back up, it goes climbing back up. That's what's gonna happen. So a coordinated effort on their part means a holding pattern on our part. We all hold, we let them do their thing, and when we go right back up where we belong, right? Just like that old Joe Cocker song. So remember that, keep that in mind. And by the way, this is fundamentally different than the bulk sell drop. There's an intersection there, right? The bulk sell drop is more or less where they consolidate orders and throw them all at one time. And yes, they could do that. They could consolidate as well as work with the institutional buyers to give it that added effect, which is like a nuke drop, like an atomic weapon type thing. But don't be afraid. The stock is going to climb right back up. They can't do this forever. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be massive drops. There's going to be all kinds of craziness that happens. All you have to worry about is not selling and just holding on for dear life, because that turbulence, it really is. It's funny. It's a funny analogy that we're going to the moon because there's going to be turbulence. There's going to be 100 million pounds of thrust under our asses to go to the moon, and these clowns are going to try to do everything to dissuade us from keeping on the play, to mess us up through manipulations of these kind. And Gary Gensler is going to look the other way. The SEC is going to look the other way. We have to earn this money. We have to earn it through our bearings, and that means holding on for dear life. All right. So these massive sell-offs, these dramatic drops, they're coordinated. You know this. They're designed a certain way to make you behave a certain way, and that behavior will not be tolerated by us, the retail investor. So that's why we will hold. We will hold for dear life, and we will not sell until we reach astronomical numbers. Okay. So keep that in mind, and also keep in mind that these clowns are also going to be watching and behaving, and they're going to be adapting. These guys are dynamic in that sense because they're going to see how many people that we've lost, right? And if we start seeing a lot of people selling off, don't be one of those guys that's like, oh shit, I should sell off too. No, you've been educated now. You know what the right thing to do is. You know how we have to hold, and the manner, because there's going to be people with you. No one's going to sell early. We all know this, but we just want to make sure that everybody knows that this is an orchestrated event, and young new apes need to be aware of these things. Okay, so that's why we do these videos, to make sure everyone knows. So keep that in mind. Dramatic sell-offs, dramatic drops and massive sell-offs with coordinated efforts with institutional buyers. Thank you very much. Go to the next video.